If you procrastinate, this video is for you. Today, I'm going to break down the root cause of why you procrastinate and also give you actionable steps on how to eliminate that out your life. So before we even break any of that down, I want to first introduce myself. If you're new here, my name is Jalon Abrams, and this is the Unknown and Talented podcast. So what I want to break down first is procrastination, because before you're able to get over it, you need to understand what procrastination is and why you're doing it. So I'm going to give you the definition. So procrastination is making a decision for no valid reason to delay or not complete a task or goal you've committed to. So a lot of times when you think about procrastination, you're thinking of it like, I don't want to do this, so I'm not doing it right now. And that's not really the definition. It's more of you don't feel like doing it, so you're not doing it now. Because it's something that you want to do, you're just delaying it because you don't feel like doing it in the moment. Because you want to start that business, but you're procrastinating because you don't feel like doing it right now. You want to be a content creator. You're looking at TikTok. You have all these videos saved of how to be a good content creator, what to talk about, the creative search insights. You have all of that stuff saved, but you procrastinate on it because at the moment you don't feel like doing it. You don't got your hair done. You don't got your makeup on. You don't got you want a brand new shirt. You don't have the best camera. You don't have the best lighting. So you procrastinated. But those are things that you want to do. But the problem with that of waiting to do something when you feel like doing it is you're never going to feel like doing it. We don't do things we don't feel like doing it unless we think it's necessary. For example, your job. You go to your job because it's necessary. You need to pay your bills. You got a car you got to pay for. You got an apartment or a house. You got children. You're hungry. You need food. So it's a necessity for you to do that. When you think about starting a business or creating a content, you don't realize how important that is to your life. Because right now you might be at work stressed out. I know a lot of people are. A lot of people, if you go in a break room, everybody's stressed out about work. Everybody got something to say, but what are you doing about it? That's the big thing. So instead of waiting till, oh man, I gotta wait till I feel good to do it, do something about it today. Because waiting until you're ready is the trap. Is the trap that we all get stuck in, and we're never ready. So one thing that you can do to be able to get over that part of procrastination is create a non-negotiable task for yourself every single day. So what can you do every single day that's going to help you get to your goal? A thing that I've decided to do is to wake up at 4 o'clock every single day. 4 in the morning. Not Pretty Ricky 5, 4. 4 in the morning. I've been waking up. And it's helped me not to procrastinate a lot of things, because now instead of waking up right in time for work, I'm able to do so much more. I'm able to write the script of what you're listening to right now. I'm able to get a podcast done because I woke up early. I'm able to edit more videos. I'm able to do so much more because of just setting wake up at 4 o'clock. So I'm not telling you to wake up at 4 o'clock. I'm not telling you to even wake up earlier. Just put one thing on your list that you can do daily that's non-negotiable. It's just like going to work. It don't matter how you feel, you're going to do it. And add that to your daily schedule and just see how much your life is going to improve by, instead of procrastinating on that thing, actually taking action and doing it. So the second reason why you're most likely procrastinating, because you're an over planner. You already did enough research. You did enough outlining, you did enough studying, you did enough planning, you did enough asking TikTok, asking YouTube, asking ChatGPT, all these things. It's time to take action. You don't learn things without actually doing it. When you first learned how to drive, you've been driving with your parents all the time. You always in the car, but until you actually got behind the steering wheel and tried to drive, that's when you learn how to drive. You can't learn from the back seat, so you have to take action. We can give you a list of stuff that you need to do, a list of different things, but until you actually step in the water, you're not going to know how cold it is. You see what I'm saying? So making sure that you are taking that action, because the planning and stuff like that is cool. But basically what you'll realize is actually when you do something, you're going to realize that all that studying and stuff you did cannot prepare you for what you're actually going through. I remember back in college, and I was talking to a lot of I was going to a lot of job fairs in college because I'm like, I don't really know if I need to be in college right now. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was just there because they said that's what you need to do. So I was talking to a lot of different companies that came, a lot of different recruiters, and just talking to them, and it was all of them were telling me the same thing. Basically, the job is not really like what you're doing in school. It's different, and it's like you're doing this in school, but you're not going to really understand what the work is like until you actually step out in the work. And I was like, man, yeah, that makes totally sense. It's like they can tell you what the job is, but until you actually step out there, you're not going to know. And you're not going to know when something goes wrong. It don't matter how much research you did, it's going to be something that you don't know how to handle, which is fine, but you want to make sure you step out and do it. So I have another task for you. I know it sounds like a lot of tasks in this episode, but I want to change up my content. I don't want to just make content that sounds good, motivational. Yes, we're going to keep moving and then thanks for the message. No, I want you to actually do something because I want change. I want testimonies. Like I listened to your podcast, Shalon, and I actually created this great product. That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear a good message. Like that's not doing nothing. So no matter when you're listening to this, I usually drop these on Wednesday. So if you're listening to this on Wednesday or Thursday or 2 months from now, a week from today, I want you to take action on something. So even if you started studying, you started doing your research, or you haven't done yet, it's the first time you're doing something. Today, start by doing research. Think about what stuff you need. If you need people to help you out, if you need money, you need people to send you donations. If you need to just pick up your camera and record, do all the research you can from today for a week, and next week, start that thing. So if you're creating content, start that thing. If it's a business, start that thing. I don't want y'all to pick anything that's going to take y'all 6 months, a year to do. I'm trying to get my degree. It's going to take me 2 more. We're not doing that. That's not a point of this. This is something that you can do later on. You can do one of those later on. But I want you to start something this week that you actually can do. And just watch of that, taking that action, taking that step is going to be so beneficial for you. So the third reason why you're most likely procrastinating is because you're just fearful. You're afraid. You're afraid to do it. You're afraid of failure. You don't want to step into something new and you fail and people laugh at you. You told everybody that, hey, I'm going to start this business and it fails. And that's what you're afraid of. For what reason? I don't know why. Because you can learn so much from failure. I had a book business that I started years ago and I did pretty good. One year I think it was the last year of me doing it or the year before. I'm not 100% sure, but I got $90,000 worth of sales in a year. And I'm like, wow. I didn't picture me selling used books, going to thrift stores and yard sales, picking up books and being able to make $90,000 worth of sales. I'm like, this is crazy. But the crazier thing about that business that I started, I knew about that business a year before I started it because I was afraid. I was afraid to go out of my house and buy books and be smelling it to people. I'm like, man, what if they return it? What if they don't like the way I packaged it? What if I don't write their name neat? And it was just so many things that I was afraid of that wasn't even real. Because once I started the business, a few sales when I first started, yes, I mailed it to people. And after a while, Amazon had a way to just ship everything to Amazon and they're going to ship it for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's the things that I was afraid of, I didn't even need to be afraid of because there was a way around it. But I didn't realize that until I actually stepped in it. So you're afraid to step in that water. You're like, man, everybody's like, oh, the water's cold, the water's cold. Step your foot in there, you're going to realize it ain't even that cold. Y'all overreacting. Y'all making me scared for no reason. God did not give us the spirit of fear. The enemy gave us the spirit of fear because the enemy doesn't want us to step into our purpose. The enemy doesn't want us to achieve great things. So the enemy wants us fearful, but God doesn't want us fearful. So remember that anytime you're afraid to do something, he didn't give you that fear. That's not from God. That's from the enemy. That's trying to stop you from being great. So are you going to be listening to that enemy or are you going to listen to God? Those are the two choices that you have. So what I want y'all to do, of course, is another task that I'm going to give y'all. I want y'all to do something that scares y'all. Do something that scares you. So start it today if you can. Do something that scares you today. If that's just you're shy, you want to create content and you're scared to do it, make a post today. Just put something up in your story. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a picture of you, of a video of you talking, or something. Do one step today and continuously doing those steps. And you're gonna realize it's not even that scary. Like I'm talking for probably how many minutes now? About 15 minutes now, 16 minutes, whatever. And when I first started being a podcaster, I didn't want to do it because I'm like, people are not going to want to hear me. Like, people are not going to listen to me. And the people contact me like, man, I love the podcast. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. But I wouldn't have known unless I stepped into it. One thing that I'm going to be doing, similar to y'all stepping out of your comfort zone, is I'm going to try to record outside more often. So it's going to be talking heads and set the camera up and talk. Set the camera up and do more videos outside of my house or outside of the gym. Like those are my comfort zones. I'm really good at doing those. But out in public where people's around, that's scary. For me, it shouldn't be because God didn't give us the spirit of fear. But it's something that I was fearful of. And I'm going to do it. And the more and more I do it, I'm not going to be fearful of that. And that's going to take me into where I want to be on a stage in front of people having this talk that I'm having with y'all right now. But the only way to get to your dreams, you have to take it one step at a time and you have to get over that fear. That fear is stopping you from being great. If you keep being fearful, you're going to keep procrastinating. Procrastinate is delaying where you need to be. So do something today that scares you. If you're listening to this late at night, do it tomorrow, of course, but do something that you're afraid of. That's going to be productive for you. And just watch how your confidence just builds. And the next reason why you probably procrastinate is because you don't understand delayed gratification. You don't understand you have to be consistent without getting results. You have to put the work in for weeks, months, probably even years before you see the results. But you don't want to put that much work in because you need to know how much work you're going to have to do to get to where you need to be. You put in your GPS, it tells you what time. That's how you think your goals are. Your goals are not like that. There's no GPS. You don't know when you're going to get there. You just got to keep driving. Keep driving. Consistently show up every single day. You're going to kind of sense that you're going in the right direction, but you're not going to be 100% sure. And you don't understand how far you have to go. But you're going to have that confidence that the work that you're putting in is going to pay off one day. It's tough. Me doing this podcast, I'm over 100. I thought when I got to 100 episodes, that was the mark. That I'm going to blow up. I'm going to go to the moon. And it's not like that. I'm at like 107, 108, and hasn't blown up yet. Like I'm still going. But just understand where your weaknesses are when you're thinking about being consistent. Because being consistent in a few areas, you have to be consistent in a lot more areas. For me, even for this, talking about the podcast again, I haven't been consistent. That's 100 episodes, but I've missed many weeks, months in between some episodes sometimes. But I'm changing that because I understand that the more I keep showing up, the more I have a chance of being successful. So you're not going to see many weeks of me being missed and just taking days off. No, like I'm going to keep showing up. A thing that I started recently, put myself on a 100-day challenge. So basically I put a list of different things that I want to do. And every single day I have to do them. I know I told y'all one thing a day. I put on myself like 7 things. I don't have the list in front of me, but just the top of my head, I'm making sure that I wake up at 4 o'clock. I want to get 10,000 steps in. I want to drink a gallon of water. I want to post 3 times on TikTok. I want to post one time on Instagram. Those are the things that I need to be doing every single day. And the thing that I'm realizing is that a lot of these days I'm not doing every single thing. But the next day I'm showing up and trying again. Because I know that the more I'm putting in the work, the delayed gratification is going to end up happening. And I'm building myself up. So a thing that you can do as well to kind of balance what I'm doing is instead of creating goals for yourself or achievements, Set goals of that action that you're going to do. So for me, for example, like I said, I'm going to be doing 10,000 steps a day, or I'm doing 10,000 steps a day. What can you do that's going to be a goal for you to help you reach your goals? Because I need my body to be in shape, but I can't say, oh man, I want a six pack in a month. What things am I doing for that? So that's what I want you to think about. Think about, have your goals already like set, but have your action goals of what you're going to be doing every single day, every single week, every single month to be able to get those goals and mark them off. I have a whole calendar of everything I need to do so now I can go back a week later and be like, did I do anything? Did I do everything I'm supposed to do here? Or I missed days here. I went to bed too late. Like those are the things that you want to keep track of, because now when you're 2 months in and you realize that I'm still not where I wanted to be, how much work did you really put in those 2 months? We're so caught on like the time of thinking, man, I've been working for so long. How many days have you missed in those 2 months? That's the reason why you're not where you're supposed to be. It's going to take longer than you think, but a lot of times it's just because we're not putting in the work every single day. We're showing up halfway. We're doing something 3 times a week and feeling like we're doing work. If you do something 3 times a week for a month, that's 12 days. You're like, I've been putting in work for a month. That's 12 days. That's not a month. That's not even half a month. So actually keep track of the stuff you're doing. So now when the end of the month comes and you realize that I didn't put all that work in, that's the reason why you're not getting there. That's the reason why you're like, man, I want to quit. I want to procrastinate. I don't feel like doing this because I'm wasting my time, because you're not doing it. So actually take a list of the things you're doing and write it down, and you watch, you're going to realize that like you're not going as hard as you think you are. And now instead of going harder, you're procrastinating on things that I don't want to do it no more. It's going to take longer than you think. And the last reason why you're procrastinating, because you just don't want to make a decision. You're afraid that you might make the wrong decision and you don't want to do anything. In life, the people that actually make the money is the ones that's making the decisions. The job you're at, you have managers on top of you that make more. They have managers on top of them that make more. They have the CEOs on top of them that make more. The more decisions you make, the more money you make. So if you can't make a decision in your own life, you're not ready for more money. So you got to be okay with making the wrong decision. And to be funny is like making the wrong decision is actually better than not making a decision. It's better to go in the wrong direction and not move at all. Because if you're not moving at all, you're going backwards. And you can learn so much in the going that wrong way. So example for me, right now, what I've been doing is posting 3 times on TikTok every single day. Just posting it. Not really overthinking my content, just putting it out. Not saying, oh man, I like this one better. Just putting it out. And what I've been learning is that not every video is good. Some videos might be worse than others. Some videos might be really good, but I'm putting the effort out, and I said I'm going to just go. I'm not worried about being perfect and not making a mistake. I'm just going, and I'm learning so much. I'm becoming better as a content creator because I'm like, okay, this hook works. That hook doesn't work. I like the way I did this message. People don't really react to this. And I'm just trying different things. And failing is not going to be the end of the world. Like failing is not final. You can always pivot. You can always find a different way to do it. But if you just says, man, I'm going to just wait until I'm perfect and not do nothing, you're not going to learn from that. There's a book called The Artist's Way where they have a story in that book where they talk about art class. You probably heard this story before. I've definitely said it on the podcast before. But the professor, he split the class into two, or she, I'm not even sure. The teacher split the class in two. That's the main part. Split the class in two. One class had to make one painting, and they had to make the painting the best they possibly can. The other class making a new painting every single day. Every single day. You're not overthinking nothing. You're just doing it. You're making a decision. You got classes an hour long. Paint whatever you want to do it. Other team is, they got to make that perfect. So they're not going to just be moving freely. They might say, oh, I don't like this. I'm going to wait here. Oh, I'm going to wait till I start this. They got to make that perfect. And at the end of the class, the team that had the best art was going to be, the winner, right? So The team that had the best art was surprisingly the team that was actually putting in work every single day, making mistakes, learning from the mistakes, trying things, trial and error, and realizing that, I can make a mistake, but I can be able to get better from this. But the other team is just making one. You don't have the chance to make a mistake because that first thing has to be perfect. You don't have the time to learn. You don't have the time to practice because you're just trying to be perfect. So don't be afraid to make that decision because at the end of the day, you can always pivot. You can always pivot. You can change the course that you're on. That's fine. It's my last story I'm going to leave y'all with. I know I've been leaving a lot of stories, but the last story I want to leave y'all with is one of my friends from college, Quentin. He was actually on the podcast a long time ago, one of my first guests, but he's a basketball trainer. His story is amazing, amazing story. He wanted to be a basketball player growing up, and he wasn't that good, to be honest with you. He wasn't that good. He's actually shorter than me, and I'm 5'9". But he wasn't that good, but he's always loved basketball. So growing up, what's he going to do? Like, you're too short. Decision to play basketball was a bad decision because you're too short. You're not going to make it. You can just look at it like, man, I'm not going to try nothing else again. Or you can pivot to the point now where I'm amazing. Like he's doing amazing things right now. He's a basketball trainer. He was at the finals on floor seats in Indiana for the finals against the Thunder. And I said, yo, this is crazy. Like, that is crazy to have floor seats. Like, but it's all because of doing something. It's all because of trying something, failing at it, but pivoting, learning from your mistakes. Him being a basketball player and learning so many things with basketball, using those skills to now teach other people. To now he's on the point of being on the floor in the finals. That's amazing. That's amazing. So that's your task for this week. The only thing I want you to do is move, is to take action. Right now, your car is in park. I need you to get your car out of park, put it in drive. You got 3 things to do. You can either drive up to the left, you go straight, or go to the right. You got to make a decision. Sitting at that stoplight in park, you're actually moving backwards because everybody's flying past. Everybody's doing something, being successful, doing something, failing, learning. You're not growing at all. So that's my thing. This entire episode was to get you up, get you moving, making a decision. I don't care if it's right. I don't care if it's wrong. I'm happy that you actually did it. And that's all I'm asking for you to do. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode. You actually take action on these different tasks that I've told you to do, and you understand procrastination a little more. Procrastination isn't not doing it because you don't want to do it. You want to do it. Understand, this is something that you really want, but you're not feeling like doing it because of being afraid. Don't want to make a decision. Like it's so many different things that the reason why you're not doing it. Just take the action. I promise you, just take the action I want you to make non-negotiable goals. I want you to write down actionable goals. I want you to make a decision. I want you to understand that fear is not given to us. God has not given us the spirit of fear. Okay. And just take action and just let me know how that goes. Come back here next week when I drop the next episode after this. Because like I said, I'm going to be consistent now. I'm not procrastinating on putting these episodes out. Let me know, what you actually do. How has your life changed in 1 week of time of just showing up and taking action? All right. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the episode. Again, my name is Jalon Abrams. This is Unknown and Talented. And we're going to see you next week. No more procrastinating. Let's go.